Details on a deadly bounce house incident in Charles County that left a 5-year-old boy dead and another child injured. This happened Friday night during a Southern Maryland Blue Crabs game at Regency Furniture Stadium that's in Waldorf. Police have not named the child, but both his family's church and his flag football team have identified the boy as Declan Hicks. The little boy from La Plata was killed when a gust of wind lifted the bounce house as high as 20 feet in the air. Officials say the kids fell out of the bounce house before it landed on the playing field. In a statement, the La Plata Blue Knights football and cheerleading organization said it is dedicating its upcoming fall season to the memory of Declan. Let's head over to Jonathan now for a look at how quickly these types of accidents can happen, Jonathan, especially during severe weather season.
Yeah, in the summertime, this stuff can happen. I'm a dad. I've got 2 boys. I know how just tragic this is. And over the weekend, I did some research. I really wanted to kind of dig in and find out what was happening here and why this happened. It's really just a really sad and confusing situation. And during the summertime, our main mode of severe weather from thunderstorms, typically not tornadoes, it's really what we call straight line winds. And it's usually from what we call downbursts that come out of thunderstorms. And notice here around the area of La Plata, Waldorf, you see to the north and to the south, some showers and thunderstorms. Not a whole lot in that actual area right around, right around Waldorf where the Blue Crabs play. But north and south, there were some thunderstorms and some pretty big clusters that were kind of falling apart into the evening. A lot of times what happens with these storms is when they are especially falling apart during the evening, we have what we call this evaporative cooling. As the rain falls out of the storms, and what we call downdraft, if you will, takes over. The drier air that surrounds these storms helps to cool the atmosphere, because what happens is the rain falls through the downdraft, the dry air infiltrates. That causes a cooling process, which makes the air very heavy, which makes it then plunge down to the ground. And you could have a very hot, humid, very calm evening. And then as these storms are collapsing, you get one of these big downdrafts that could be miles away potentially, hits the ground and spreads. And you could get rapidly increasing winds. Goes from maybe 0 to 5 miles an hour, a muggy evening. You feel that big cool rush of air ahead of thunderstorms typically. Well, that's that downdraft I was talking about. And sometimes, again, when these storms are collapsing and falling apart into the evening, that downdraft can take over, hit the ground and travel miles. So it's a potential. And of course, there's still a lot of investigations going on that some of those storms in the general vicinity could have maybe caused one of these downdrafts, and then eventually, as these spread, causes what we call straight line winds, which can cause these extreme gusts of wind kind of out of nowhere. So again, just a tragic situation happening here in Southern Maryland, and we are going to keep an eye on this, tracking this as the investigations continue.